Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
Hi guys, Dave Hume here from Seriously Connected. I'm here with Andy Saunders, one of our specialist media recruiters. Andy's down in Bournemouth and he's having a great time at the moment. 6 weeks into joining Seriously Connected, which is pretty good fun. Be interested to see how Andy's feeling at the moment. He's coming up to Manchester HQ. He's got some great meetings over at Media City. So quickly, how's it going, Andy? How you doing?
Yeah, very well. Yeah. Easy journey, honestly.
Yeah.
No, yeah, very good. Absolutely loving my first 6 weeks. I think the big thing is for me, having done recruitment on my own as an independent before I joined Seriously Connected, I think the big difference that stands out for me is the enthusiasm that comes off yourself, but also the other recruiters. And I think the number one thing that I gain from it is you make me accountable to myself.
Get the big stick out, that's right, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you don't get the big stick out, but
No.
you give me that motivation to do it.
Yeah.
I do feel that I want to do it. If I didn't, I wouldn't do it. But I want to do it, and I know that if I say I'm going to do something, I have to do it.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between doing that with yourself and with your clients. You know, if you tell your client you're going to do it, you have to do it.
I think what you're kind of saying is, it's very easy to come in and start a business and not do very much. And actually, the early stages are so critical that you're in and you're on it and you're focused straight away. 6 weeks into it now, how focused have you been in those 6 weeks?
Honestly, no. If my work levels, I'll give you an example. I live in Bournemouth, as you said. Look at the sunshine we've got at the moment. Absolutely glorious.
None in Manchester.
And I'm not doing too badly, although I've just come back off holiday.
Yeah.
But my mates will tell you, if there's a chance to go for a beer, get down the beach, I'm one of the first people they call because they know that I'll sack work off and I'll go down
and
there.
What has changed? Why are you now so more disciplined, more focused? Do you realise that actually getting the foundation straight in the beginning is critical? What is it that's changed?
If I do it now, I'll put those good habits into my system.
Yeah.
And if you work hard at the beginning, you won't have to work quite so hard, potentially.
The beginning's the hardest.
I think the other thing as well with joining, with any business you start, it's quite overwhelming.
Yeah.
You forget how much you have to do.
And it takes away from your day job.
Well, you could easily spend the first 3 months getting yourself up and running and not do anything that makes you money. Yeah.
And you're 6 weeks into it now, and actually
6 weeks
we're not far off doing some deals. I mean, Andy's got some great relationships, and he's taken them from being, his previous experience, and now he's the momentum there, his energy, and we're expecting a pretty good week. It's going to be a good week for
Fingers crossed. Yeah. Come on down at WeClick.
Yeah.
Hoping tomorrow to make my first placement. So in 6 weeks, I think that's pretty good going.
Yeah, I think you've done well. So what would you say has been the biggest challenge for you personally in them 6 weeks that what have you achieved the most? What's been the biggest challenge?
The biggest challenge is within myself, is structuring my day and my week correctly. Yeah. And not just... All of my mates will tell you they don't think I work. Yeah. Because...
Well, nobody does. People think recruiters, it's just an easy job, let's be honest.
Well, and we charge huge fees, don't we?
Yeah, we don't do anything.
I think that's been the biggest thing, is giving myself stability and a regular daily pattern.
Yeah, routine.
Yeah, routine.
Yeah.
I'd say probably the best thing I did was I've gone into office space. Yeah. I no longer work from my kitchen table. Yeah.
But it works for some and some other people. It's understanding the dynamics of.
I'm very lucky in that I got my office space free. Yeah. So, not everyone can afford that outlay, and I certainly couldn't. Yeah. If I had to be outlaying it, but I do think that's probably the best thing.
So being disciplined,
giving yourself a disciplined structure.
Because it's not that I know that you work between recruiter calls. I love it. The phone never stops. What people don't realise is that a lot of people do work from home, and it's becoming the norm nowadays. And I know you mix it up between home and the office, but what actually happens is, just because you're running a business from home doesn't mean to say it's a home-based business. It's not like you're making cakes or whatever. You're actually running a business from home, and you've got to be effective and productive. And the discipline and the structure and the routine is critical if you want to make a success. And that's kind of what
Definitely. So
helping this early stages help you do that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I alluded to it earlier, I've had a week on holiday.
Yeah.
And the great thing about what we do and the way that we do it, and I'm allowed to do it through the Seriously Connected platform, is that I was on the Sunday night I was away, I was sat in a bar watching...
All right.
Oh, I was watching the Charity Shield.
All right.
But my phone, work emails were coming through.
Yeah.
And I was being able to still communicate with candidates.
Yeah.
They're good candidates who I can still
communicate with.
I can still communicate with them, and I can say, look, I'm away.
Yeah.
Wednesday. What time should we speak Wednesday?
Yeah.
My diary when I came back.
You're able to manoeuvre your time where you sit, where it basically gives you that freedom.
It gives you that freedom.
Yeah.
But also, through myself doing and having that routine initially, the workload was building up, so that whilst I was away, I was still able to keep things.
Well, you've got some momentum and some activity with what's going on, so and that's great, and I think that's really helped. That you're fortunate, Andy, that you can have a week off, right? But it is August, and it is that kind of time of the year, so that's fair enough. But,
booked, all right.
But I think at the same time, it's clearly giving you that foundation by getting your house in order from the beginning and using the services there.
Definitely. So
what would you say your ambition is? So we're 6 weeks into it. We're not far away. What would you say this 12-month plan is? You look at a number of placements. What are you aiming to solidify your reputation, your market, your brand, turnover? What's your plan?
There's a couple of things I want to do. I want to get the media sector. Specifically, what I do is conference, exhibitions, and events. I want them to know now that I am me as an individual. I'm no longer part of the agency life.
Yeah.
I want them to understand the benefits of using me.
But you're not going to be using loads of clients, are you?
No. I am very much consolidating the number of clients. I'm very fortunate in that the client base I do currently have are big FTSE companies.
But you've also earned the right to work with those companies historically.
Exactly. And it's building up and being... I want to be an extension to their business, basically. I only want a handful of clients that I service properly. I want to make sure that basically they turn around to agencies or other people they're working with and they don't bother with them, they just come straight to me.
So this early stage, building that relationship with the clients, getting your name out there, getting yourself, using our services, get yourself established, ready, as it give you some credibility with those clients, give you some professionalism, raised your profile almost.
Definitely.
And this next 12 months, obviously...
Next 12 months, obviously you want to make as much money as you can.
Yeah.
But I'm quite happy not earning the mega bucks.
Yeah.
I don't need to earn the mega bucks. As I say, I live in a pretty nice part of the world anyway, but I want to be able to enjoy it.
Yeah. So it's the balance.
It's that balance.
Yeah.
Let's not beat around the bush here. I still want to turn over a good 120k a year.
Yeah.
As a business, that means that I'll have a very nice.
But actually, as well, but by doing the part that matters the most. Yeah.
But by servicing my clients and being in there with them on a day-to-day basis.
I kind of like that. You're in there. You're in the trenches with them. You're out there. You feel their pain. You're trying to fix that solution, that problem.
Exactly. I'm also quite lucky in that I've worked in the media industry for coming on 15 odd years now. I have my own businesses within media.
You don't look old enough to have been working 15 years.
My mum tells me I look old, so that's the main thing.
Right.
No. So I've been in there. I understand the day-to-day chores of recruiting media people. Yeah. I understand the difference between an events organiser and a conference producer without shaming any recruiter.
And does that authority allow you to become an expert and add distinct value to your clients? Does that add benefit? Is that where you become a specialist?
Humongously.
Right.
I don't want to badmouth anybody, but I don't think many recruiters can tell you the difference between an events organiser and a conference producer. Okay, not many people know the difference between them, but in my sector, they are hugely different jobs. Yeah. One is an organiser who gets the tea ready. The other one produces and makes the conference what it is, what people are talking about. You've
eaten that kind of breakfast for such a long time.
I've been with these people. I've sat at them at their desks. I've gone through it with them. I
So
speak
it puts
to my
you, doesn't it,
candidates.
flag in the ground, Andy Saunders, media recruiter specialist. You know?
Definitely.
And you're covering at the moment, you know, your areas at the moment are Bournemouth, London, and I know that you're up in Manchester now, and obviously Andy's got some great, we're off to Media City shortly to go and see some clients, which is
Looking
great.
forward
But
to that.
we've got, should be good fun. So that puts you clearly as an authority, which gives you the platform now for the next 12 months.
Again, I'm very lucky in that I have recruited in Dubai, I've recruited in Sydney.
Yeah.
These are the big companies that I deal with, so just because they're in London, I also have spent time in previous roles working with them in other areas of their international business.
But you cultivated those relationships. Yeah. You've mentioned the word lucky 2 or 3 times, and I actually personally, I don't think good recruitment comes from being lucky. I think there's an element of luck, but it comes from hard work, delivery, and actually earning your craft and actually learning your skill and your authority. So, you know, I wasn't talking about it. But no, but so, I mean, and I kind of like that. So that now gives you that chance. So I know we've talked about various clients. We're not looking for huge amounts, so it gives you that plan now. So big plan for this next 12 months. Big
12
push.
years, eh?
So big push. Yeah.
Big push.
Big push now.
Is to be, I want to be the best I can be. And I also want, I've spoken a lot about my clients, but I actually want my candidates that are out there to know that I genuinely am eating, sleeping and breathing what they do.
Yeah.
Hence the reason this little video. But also this afternoon or this evening when we go over to Media City, let's give them an insight into what it is like.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky, fortunate, that I get to go around different offices. I get to see different sides to businesses. I get to see the other side, the nice side of the world that we live in. And not every candidate gets to see that. Certainly if they're a second job or a third job.
And your job is to communicate to your candidates what's going on within your client list. And I think that that's interesting. And I think that the way that the services, you know, here at Seriously Connected are structured, it allows you to be part of an organisation with everything happening, but allow you to go and do what you do best, which is get in front of clients and candidates and recruit.
I couldn't do the job I do as well if I didn't have the backing of Seriously Connected.
I kind of love that. That brings it quite nicely to a great spot. So, 3 words. Name 3 words of how you're feeling about either Seriously Connected, your business, the future, today. Just 3 simple words. How you feel. What's going on?
6 weeks in, I've got to say I'm indebted already to Seriously Connected.
Oh, really? That's a great word. Thanks.
For the business going forward, I'm very excited.
Right.
But not just about what my business is going to be doing, but what Seriously Connected are going to be doing to put me on the map.
Yep.
And what was the other one you wanted to know?
3 words. 3 words. I know we're
excited.
Up to 25.
Excited.
So indebted. No, indebted, excited, and excited. Was that?
Yeah. Excited.
Winner.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
The
future's bright. I must admit, guys, I'm super impressed with Andy, the way he's applied himself, the way he's gone about it, and really, I think when you're setting up any business, you have to really go for it. And I think Andy's really thrown himself at it. Yeah, he's had a week off, but hey, you know, but I think you really have to apply some discipline, personally, get some really good habits, and set yourself up for success further down the line. He does not come today, tomorrow. It comes after a little bit of hard work, and if you're afraid of it, it's not going independent, working for yourself. It's not for you, but I assure you, the rewards will come. Effort, hard work, determination, and you'll be successful one day like Andy.
Cheers, guys.
See you soon. Thanks.